If we, oh, okay. I'll tell you later. Right.
Good morning. Sorry
Hi,
we're late, but
everybody.
you know how we are.
Sorry, everybody. We were talking about life. Sorry.
You know how we are.
Sorry,
It's a
everybody. We are
problem.
2 minutes late. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. It's my fault. It's totally my fault, you guys. I blame me. Blame me.
We need, let me get my little fancy banner up here because I have, remember yesterday when I was like, do you think I've read this email from Joe Rose before?
And I'm like, no.
Because we're
Never read that.
107.
Yes, like totally.
Well, I got another email from Joe Rose. So Joe Rose says, wow, what a surprise it was to hear my name again as I was being unloaded at the receiver. Yes, you had read my email already, but I will never tire of hearing my name flow across the lips of angels. He says, but update, literally changed every sheet, towel, pillow, and slippers for myself, wife, and all 9 kids and grandkids up at the cabin. So this past week, all 11 of us were at the cabin for my annual week off to bow hunt. They all loved their surprises. Later that night in bed, because remember, his wife is the Democrat, right? Later that night in bed, my wife looked at me and said, this stuff is soft and wonderful. It can't be made by a right-wing weirdo. Maybe I need to rethink my stance on some Republican things, LOL. And then he goes, wait till Christmas when she gets her Let's Go Brandon boxers.
Oh my God, I love that. That is so great.
Again, love you, wonderful ladies. You two are my Ron DeSantis. Have a great day, chicks, from Joe Rose. So he got all the things from my pillow.
Oh my God. And how did I not remember that? And how did
I
you
didn't
not
either.
remember it? How do we not remember it together?
This is the magic that is us.
I know, right? We are magic, you guys.
But Joe Rose, really the bigger message here from Joe Rose is that if you have not gone to mypillow.com/chicks, what are you doing with your life? You can get so many discounts.
Oh my God.
So many. On everything.
I'd like to point out that you have your DeSantis shirt on today.
Well, I have it in case, because I've reached out to Christina Pushaw for confirmation that she's going to be joining us for our podcast, our deep dive. And I have not yet heard back, but I wore it just in case we have her on. And so I'm prepared.
Okay.
And then if we do Newsmax tonight, I'm still going to wear it. I'm still wearing it on Newsmax. Hell yeah, I am.
I love that. I should wear my Texan AF shirt.
You should.
You dare me?
I don't dare you. There's no dare. You should absolutely do. There's no fear about doing that. You should do it.
You think that Newsmax would be like, what is that? What does AF mean? That means AF. It's as.
I mean, I think it's fine. I think
people
it's
would be like, that's inappropriate. That's inappropriate, Daisy. Have you met us? Have you met us? Right.
Exactly. Anyway, it's still buy one, get one on the Giza Dream Sheets. Still huge discounts on pillows right now. Those are their main specials. So get in on that action. mypillow.com/chicks. Okay. So many things to share from yesterday's presser. OMG. Oh my God. So we're going to start, I think, with the fact that our roads and bridges are racist. And I was unaware that they were racist.
I can't believe you were unaware of that. I mean, I feel like they've been racist for years.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
This was news to me. And so thank goodness that Mayor Pete, Transportation Secretary Pete, has returned from his paternity leave so that he can tackle this very important crisis of racism of our roads and bridges. So April Ryan, leave it to April Ryan to ask the question. And then no one else in the press corps raised their hand to say, are we really talking about racist bridges when the country is suffering from like really terrible inflation right now? Is this really what we're going to do? Yeah, it's really what we're going to do.
It's what we're doing.
It's what we're doing.
Are they also homophobic? Are they homophobic as well?
Who? The bridges?
The roads? The roads and
Yeah,
the bridges.
probably.
Maybe not the bridges, but the roads. The
Roads
in
are
particular.
definitely homophobes.
They're homophobic. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And
Wanted to
probably
clear
white
that up.
supremacists.
Yeah.
In fact, the roads could be domestic terrorists. Say they have really bad potholes.
Right. I mean, they're
That's
terrible.
domestic terrorism right there.
Right.
So I'm not going to play this entire exchange, but I do want everyone to hear April Ryan's ridiculous question, because there is so much constructing and deconstructing in her question itself, because she wants to understand the construct with which the construction will be deconstructed. So,
Okay.
Anyway,
I have a headache. I have a migraine now. I mean, okay. All right.
Here is a little bit of their exchange. And just watch Mayor Pete's happy face. He's so excited to answer this question. Here we go.
Can you give us the construct of how you will deconstruct the racism that was built into the roadways that you talked to the grill earlier when you broke that information with us? Can you talk to us about how that could be deconstructed?
For sure, yeah. So the principle of Justice 40 is that at least 40% of the clean investments in this bill will go to benefit the communities that are overburdened and underserved. So part one of that is defining those investments that are eligible, and that's a lot of it. And we're working to map out kind of program by program, mode by mode, what would qualify. For example, if we're buying clean buses, right? How do we make sure in terms of where those buses go? But also looking at the business opportunity, the jobs that are going to be created, the businesses that will have a chance to compete for the business opportunities it creates. That, too, I think is a very important element of equity here that's in the spirit of Justice 40. And again, we have a lot of guidance and oversight from the White House, since that's an administration-wide initiative.
Has he answered
we know that
anything
we've got
about
to build
racism yet?
our own internal kind of ways of aligning and defining that inside the administration.
So
as to where we target
God,
those dollars, you know, I'm still surprised that some.
I can't anymore. I can't.
He is 11 years old. I cannot. Every time I see him, I'm just like, you need to get back to class. He's so young. I just like, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
So young to me.
People were eating it up with a spoon.
Of course they were.
They're already talking about him being the nominee, that he's going to be their guy.
Oh my God, I hope so. Oh, I hope so.
No, I don't, because he could actually have a chance, because people love him. They love that all the word salad that he says, it makes sense to them. And they're like, oh my God, he's so smart and so personable. And he's going to be our guy. He's way better than Biden or Kamala.
Oh, but he was a loser last time. He was a loser. He's so weak. Listen, you put him up against somebody like a
and DeSantis.
You put him up against him, and it's just like, son. You put the balls against a Buttigieg, and it's like,
and that's his name, and I can't have that. I cannot have President Buttigieg.
No, we can't. We cannot have that. That will not happen. No. Now, he did go on to say something about, because there were so many words that said so little. He's a master at that, master. But he said all these things about how, like, some bridges were racist because they weren't built tall enough for certain buses that, like, minorities ride to make, and so they couldn't go to the beach. Like, it was all over the place. And again, the leftists were like, yeah, that is super racist. It was not crazy. Bridges are racist, you guys. Bridges and roads are racist. This is where we are. This is liberalism.
It's where we are.
This is it's just like, meanwhile, the country's burning. The country is burning down, and this is what we're talking about. And he's so delighted. He's just like,
oh my God, he's so happy to be there.
I get to talk about racist roads.
It's his favorite. It's his favorite thing. So he was part of Karine Jean-Pierre's presser yesterday, who's of course filling in for Jen Psaki while she quarantines. And so, but she was a disaster yesterday. I have like 4 different clips to play you because of how much of a disaster she was. And so the first one is like, this, to me, this one that you're about to see is a perfect example of how utterly incompetent the administration really is, because she's asked a pretty simple question, which is something along the lines of, hey, I don't know if you've noticed, but gas prices are insane. What are you guys going to do about that? I mean, it's a good question, right?
It's a great question. I think it's a question on a lot of people's minds. Yeah. Including myself. Right.
Yeah, same.
Right.
So here's her answer.
Besides capping the strategic petroleum reserve, does the president have to counteract higher gas prices?
So, I've talked about this a couple of times. We don't have an announcement yet on anything to share at this time. But we're monitoring it, right? We're monitoring the prices, and we're making sure that we have tools in our tool belt that we can try and use. But at this time, I don't have anything new to share.
You were reviewing, because Secretary Granholm has confirmed that is an option that's on the table, and the president has said there are other tools that he could potentially use. So could you just lay out what those other options are that he's
like
considering?
A hammer?
So I don't have anything specific here. The president spoke to this recently, but
they're
he's
going to Home Depot
FTC to crack down on illegal pricing. Right, that is one thing that he did on gouging in the market, and the FTC is responding. But also, we're going to continue to monitor the situation.
They're going to just look at it. They're just going to look at it.
As I just mentioned, I don't have anything specific.
Right, they're just going to
specifics.
They're just going to look. They're just going to look at it. They're just going to look at it, monitor it, and then they're going to go to Home Depot and get some tools. That's what they're going to do. That's great. I'm glad to hear they're going to get some tools. Do you notice that her kit? Listen, I usually like her outfits. Today it looks like something from Star Trek. Did you see that? I feel like she should have gone.
I'm not a fan.
It was like a 1968 Star Trek vibe going on there. I feel like she should have been like. Didn't it look kind of Star Trek?
Like she should have been holding a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's Star Wars. Sorry, I get
that is Star. People are gonna write us. Don't write us. We know there's a difference.
Please do not come at me.
Don't come at her bra. Okay.
Don't at me, as they say.
Yeah, I'm so glad that they're monitoring it. I'm so glad.
Really, it's a huge relief, right? Because I paid $54 to fill my car the other day, and I was like, man, I'm so glad that Karine Jean-Pierre is monitoring and watching this situation, and that she's got some tools in her toolkit.
It's right there. It's right there.
Right
the hammer.
Really glad about that. Really relieved and glad.
Right.
Such a huge relief for that.
Great. So great.
I also have an email from Charity Jenkins.
Charity
Jenkins. She wrote this back in September, and she said, "Hey chicks, okay, so I've been listening to you ladies for about a year now, and you both crack me up every morning. Mock, your laugh is contagious, and Daisy, your sarcasm sounds just like me. I have to tell you, I typically don't buy things endorsed by celebrities."
That's really funny.
Oh my God, it was my favorite part. But since you two haven't reached your full potential, she's got that right.
That's right.
And since you both look amazing, I thought, what the heck? Sweet. I've been using my Genucell that I got for more than 50% off using code CHECKS. And I got to say, I was super skeptical, but I am loving it. I'm really seeing a difference in my skin, and I just want to know when they're going to come out with something to help lift my boobs the same way they're lifting my face. It gets a little old picking them up off the floor every morning and shoving them into a bra.
Okay, so, you got to get on that. You got to get on that, Genucell. Right.
We're going to have to contact our friends at Genucell and ask for some boob lifting technology.
Right. So, I think they should just call it titty lifter. That's what they should just call it. I don't know why they shouldn't call it that.
That should be the name of the product.
Right. They should just call it
titty lifter.
Titty lifter. I don't know why if you're listening, Genucell, get on it.
Why are you not jumping on that immediately?
I don't know why. I mean, we would all buy it. Even for those of us in the A club, on the A team, we would buy it just to get a little bit of
a hoist. Like a little
just a little of that, you know what I mean? A little of that.
But in the meantime, she's not wrong. Their skincare is freaking amazeballs. And now until Thanksgiving, so there is a finite period that this sale is available, you guys. It's 60% off.
60.
She talked about her 50% off. If you already use Genucel and you just want to kind of stock up, 60% off the most popular Genucel package. And you can see that package and all the things in it if you go to lovegenucel, GENUCEL.com /
chicks. And you know what I'm going to do? I hope they're not watching, but I'm going to get Scrubby Scrub for my girls for stocking stuffers. The
crystals is the best, you guys.
Right. I mean, who doesn't love that as a stocking stuffer, right?
It's so good. Lovegenucel.com / chicks. Okay, back to Karine Jean-Pierre and her ridiculous presser, because there's more. So, okay, so I showed you the one about how she has absolutely no plans to fix the gas prices. She also wants to make sure that we all know that they're not done being tyrannical just yet. They have way more plans for tyranny. Okay,
I can't wait.
Everything's on the table. Listen.
Everything.
How rapidly the Delta variant spread here within the United States over the summer. Why are there still no vaccine or testing requirements for domestic travel?
So, we say this all the time. Everything's on the table. We just don't have any announcement to preview right now on this.
That's right. They say it all the time.
So I don't have anything more to share on the domestic travel.
Nothing more to share. It's just that we're going to take away every possible liberty we can.
Right. We keep it on the table because we're just going to take all your rights away. Remember when it was 15 days to flatten the curve? Yeah.
Remember?
Anybody remember that?
Good times.
Yeah.
We're
going to take all your rights away, bitches. All of them. All of them. Remember?
I mean, do you remember the montage of like all of them, Joe Biden included, saying, "Oh no, we can't mandate vaccines. That's not the federal government's job."
Every single, like Psaki said it, Biden said it, Pelosi said it, they all said it, and now they're just like,
Fauci even said it.
What? Exactly. What? It's no big deal, and it's all on the table. You know why? Because you're allowing it to happen. Everybody, stop it. Yep, resist.
I also have. There's more. And this one is, remember how the fight between her and Peter Doocy about the $450,000 payments to immigrants keeps happening?
Yeah.
They keep fighting about it because he will not let it go, and he shouldn't, because it's a ridiculous proposition all the way around. Well, she is now, after everybody got yelled at by Biden, and he was like, if you lost your child, then you deserve compensation, even though they don't.
You do such a great impression.
Wait, do I have a thing? Do we have a Biden thing? Oh my God.
Yes, you do.
Your
impression of him. It was spot on.
Lost a child. Lost a child.
You know what I was thinking? This is probably completely inappropriate, but have you ever just for a split second, you turn around and you're in the mall and you lost your kid for one split second?
I remember back in the day. Yeah.
I wonder if I could get $450,000 for that.
You should definitely try. First, you need to go to Mexico and then just walk over the border, though.
Right.
And try it that way.
I don't know. I feel like the lines are getting kind of blurry, Mock. It's getting blurry now. It's whatever. I just feel like $450,000. It's just whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. I mean, it's just money, right? It's just money. It doesn't matter. Who cares? It's just money. It's just because money just comes. It's just money. It doesn't matter. So whatever. Yeah.
Well, Karine is getting very, very sick of Peter's crap. Let me just put it that way.
Sure, she is.
Cannot deal. And now she keeps saying, "Well, you just need to talk." That's a Department of Justice thing. That's a Department of Justice thing. So here is their exchange from yesterday. Play.
Now that the president is on the record,
look at her face.
Saturday, supporting compensation
She's so
for
mad.
illegal immigrants who are separated from family at the border, who counts as separated? If somebody was just separated for a few hours or a few days, would they be eligible to settle a suit and get this payment from DOJ?
So, Peter, I will direct you to the Department of Justice for any specifics on that. You've asked us this question, we have answered it, and I will refer you to the Department of Justice on any specifics.
Great detail, though, about the policy. So if he can answer it, I'm curious. Going back to 2018, some illegal immigrants were given a choice: get deported alone or get deported with their kids. If somebody chose to be separated, chose to go back by themselves without their family, would they be eligible to settle one of these lawsuits?
Peter, I'm going to refer you to Department of Justice. I don't have anything more to say, and I'm going to move on. Okay. All right. Thank you.
She never has anything more to say. Like, the chick never has anything more to say. Okay, well then, if you can't answer the question, get somebody on the podium who can answer the question, right?
Right, they just make him. They try to make it sound like he's some sort of like pest that's not answering,
he's a nuisance,
asking something that's worthy. Well, it is worthy.
Right. I want to know. I'm very curious as to what that policy is, especially since Biden didn't even know what the freaking policy was until somebody had to, that they pulled him in a room and they were like, dude, we're actually doing this. You're an idiot. Quit talking until we tell you to talk, because you're obviously not the one running the country. Until Obama or whoever it is that's running the country tells you to talk, this is what we're telling you to say. And so he came out and he yelled, just like you did that perfect impression of him. And he came out and he yelled at everybody because they finally told him what was going on. I mean, this is insane. We all want, people who have brains want to know what this policy is because we are paying for it. Plus, it's a disgrace. It's an absolute and total disgrace.
And I love how they keep trying to say too. There was another thing I heard. They're trying to spin it like if the Department of Justice decides, because when they keep asking about the dollar amount, because they've been pushing back, it's not going to be 450,000. And so when they're asked, okay, well, what is it going to be? They say, well, whatever the amount is, the Department of Justice will determine whatever saves taxpayers money. And I'm like,
my God,
spending any amount is not saving us money. It's our money.
Right. It's kind of the same logic. I mean, these are the same people who are like, listen, that Build Back Better and the infrastructure and all of it costs zero. It's just cost zero. Right. It doesn't cost any money. It costs no money at all. I mean,
speaking of the bipartisan infrastructure bill, there was also a clip of Karine answering a question about the urgency of it. And I loved that the press was pushing on this because they were like, hey, remember how you guys were like, oh my God, people are suffering. People need the bipartisan infrastructure bill to be passed. It's so urgent. They got her so good on this. Watch, let me share this and then let me press play. Watch this.
For so long, you and President Biden have talked about the urgency of passing this bill. Now it's passed. So why is he waiting to sign it? And when will he sign it?
So he talked about this on Saturday. He basically said he wants to make sure the congressional members who worked very, very hard on this, when they come back, then we'll figure out a time to sign it. But you're right, it's urgent, but we also want to make sure that the people who spent the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, just all in delivering on this promise are here for the signing as well.
So do you have a date in mind?
I do not have a date, but it will be.
Oh my God.
They want a signing party. They want to pass out pens. They don't give a crap about the bill or what it does or doesn't do for anybody.
Or the American people.
They want a photo op. That's
right.
it.
They don't care about the American people.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Nancy Pelosi wants more of those personalized pens. Remember those? Stupid pens. God, that woman.
That is all this is about.
Yeah, that is all it's about. And if you think that these people care about you have your head so far up your butt. I'm sorry for you. Yeah, it's like so far up there. It's not this, but it's so far up. It's this.
Right.
God. Oh my gosh.
Do we need a palate cleanser?
We really do. What is it, Mock? What is it?
It's Governor Ron DeSantis. I don't even know what he's talking about. It doesn't matter.
Okay, you just want to see his face? Oh, wow. It says election integrity. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to watch this clip of him saying something awesome.
Curious, just totally kind of on the subject, but not really. How's his wife doing? Is his wife okay?
He just released a video yesterday. He didn't give specifics, but he said that he is getting prayers from Floridians and from Americans all across the country, and that she's super strong and she's fighting, and that there's good days and bad days. But he sounded very like gung ho.
Okay, so good. Yeah, because I think about her. I want to make just want to make sure she's doing okay. Yeah. I don't really hear much about that in the press. I just remember the initial onset and how it was announced, but I haven't really heard much about it since. And so I just want to make sure she's doing okay.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed as positive as you can be, I guess, without giving a lot of specifics. So that's
All right. Well, everybody continue to pray for her because they got little kids, and that's a beautiful family, and we want to make sure she's healthy.
Yes. Such a gorgeous family. God, just ridiculous in every way. Yeah. All right. Let's listen to the best governor ever. Begin.
I agree. I mean, I think the smiles matter, and I think particularly the young kids. You will actually have certain school districts that will say, we are relieving mask mandate for high schoolers, but we're keeping them on those elementary. First of all, I don't think you should have mandate, period. But the elementary are the ones that need to be able to see the interaction more than anything because they're learning to speak and read and do all that stuff. And it's absolutely critical. And don't tell me it doesn't make a difference. Heck, this head of the teachers union who tried to keep the schools closed all last year, she was found maskless, and she said, I took it off because it was too hard to understand each other wearing the mask. Well, how do you think these school children have felt for the last year?
That's right. That's right.
Oh my gosh. You are so in love with him.
I love that he said heck.
I know. I do too. I know.
I just am not. Oh my God.
I do too. I love that so much. It's absolutely endearing. Yeah.
I can't. I cannot with how much
I know. He's lovely. Absolutely lovely. And listen, I think that there are going to be a lot of people vying for and probably doing like primarying Trump. I think that Trump's probably going to run in 2024. This is just my prediction. I could be wrong, you guys. It's just one woman's prediction. I think he's probably going to run in 2024. And I think there are going to be a lot of people who primary him. I think that Pompeo is going to run.
Yeah, I think there's going to be people like Pompeo and DeSantis who are that have balls, who are not going to let a Trump decision sway them either way. But then there's people like Nikki Haley, Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham, even Mike Pence, maybe. If they are thinking about running and Trump decides to get in, I don't think that they will. You know what I mean?
Really?
Some of them,
really? You think?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, but I do think. Yeah, but I do think there are some people like I look at like a Pompeo. I think there are people who are guided by faith and things that they'll get in the race. They'll run because, I mean, it's obviously there not been announcements or anything, but I just think that there will be other people besides Trump running. So get ready for it. It's going to be very, very interesting. 2023-ish. Late 2022, 2023-ish, we're going to start seeing some interesting stuff. But regardless, anybody that will be running on our side will be better, so much better, exponentially better than the garbage person and the garbage people that we have in the White House right now. I mean, that are absolutely wrecking, destroying this country. Mm-hmm. So I hope that whatever it is and whoever it is, we will rally as conservatives. I really do. I just hope that it doesn't divide us as conservatives. I hope that it helps. I hope that we rally for once. I hope that we rally.
Thank you, Lisa. Lisa Allison says, Daisy and Mott gearing up for Saturday's game. Go Vols, she says. But I beg to differ. And I'm going to say, go Georgia!
VFL. VFL. Yeah.
Okay, so somebody sent an Instagram reel. I normally do TikToks at this time, but this is an Instagram reel, which is kind of like a TikTok. It's like Instagram copying TikTok. Let's be real.
Right.
But this one is a really good one, so I had to share it. Faux show. Listen. It says he's barking at something, and it turns out it was a green bean.
It's just a green bean. My. He's such a tough guy. Look at him.
I know. God bless him. And then I do have some oh, why did my screen go away? Let me get it shared back again because I do have some talks. So there's this one. I saw somebody with the Twitter handle that said non-binary.
Oh my God, I love it.
And I loved it so much.
That is the greatest.
This particular Uber driver reminded me of it. Watch.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
Whoa, did you just assume my gender?
Get out.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
Whoa, did you just assume my gender?
Get out.
Oh my God, I love it. That is fantastic.
That is the level of patience a lot of people have.
Yeah, he is all of us. All of us.
This couple just cracks me up. Watch them.
They say he killed 17 people just for looking at him. They say he killed 17 people just
so
for
mean.
looking at him.
Oh my God, he does. Oh
I love him. And then this guy with his dog is back.
Bark at your dog.
Roof. He's gonna attack him. Oh God. Oh.
Bark at your dog.
I love him. I love that Doberman.
This also cracks me up. So I hope you can read it. If you can't, I'll read it to you.
I can't. There's no
It says,
way.
hey, it's your weekend with the kids. When are you picking them up? And the response is, Brooke, we're married.
Oh my God, that's so great. That is so freaking great.
Okay, one more. This is another dog one.
Look at this dog. I thought he was dead. He is sleeping in the hole that he dug. What are you doing, buddy? Oh my God, look at him.
Oh my God, I love him. He can't.
Oh my God.
I love how she's
So
like,
cute.
I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead. Oh my God. Meanwhile, I got like a Great Dane behind me. He's just like, I'm not getting up. I'm not getting up. Oh
Those
my God.
are
You know what? You know what my favorite is when dogs fall asleep and then their eyes like are half open.
I don't like that.
I love it. It's just, I think it's hysterical.
And sometimes they're all red and like, bleh. I don't like it.
Right. Mainly it's because I used to actually do that when I was a kid. So I feel like we have a connection. Yeah.
Really?
My mom used to come in and like shake me because she used to think that I was actually dead. And so she did.
Like, what is
I used to sleep with my eyes like half open.
Why? Why would they do that?
I don't know. I just
That's
did.
not right.
I don't think I do it anymore. I mean, I can ask my husband, just to see.
Now
I'm
you just
surprised
do like this, the terrors and the screaming.
now
in
I
the middle of
just
the night.
now I just have night terrors. Like when I go on vacation with you and I wake up screaming in the middle of the night. Yeah. Don't you guys want to sleep with me? Don't you?
Oh, that's a loaded question for some
Don't
people.
you? Yeah, totally. You guys bring it in.
People are asking where I got this. I got it on Amazon because I'm basic. You too can get DeSantis clothing on the Amazon. So.
Oh my God, I'm stretching so hard, you guys.
So anyway, I think that we're going to have Christina Pasha, and I think we're going to be on Newsmax today. Neither of those have been confirmed.
What?
So.
We think, I don't know, we're supposed to be on with Grant Stinchfield. But listen, I actually got a note from Grant Stinchfield because I stalked him and we are friends now and I have his phone number. And so I feel like we're like BFFs now. We're almost as close as you and I. And so, and he said, and I quote, great stuff last week.
Oh, he did?
Right. He said that.
Bless him.
Right. So I thought that was really nice. So that probably means that we won't be on for another 4 weeks.
That was his way of like letting us down gently.
Right. He's like, there. Oh my God. You guys are crazy. So anyway, so we may or may not be on tonight on Newsmax.
Yeah.
You never know.
So look out for us at around 8:22. Right. That's usually the official hit time.
Right.
Anyway.
Okay, you guys, we'll bring it in again. We'll do one more because I can't go without just like saying goodbye one more time. You guys have a great Tuesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.